Human skeleton and circulation. Skeletal system. The skeletal system makes up the basic framework of our body. It is made up of 206 bones in adults and serves several functions like providing shape and support to the body mass, protecting the internal organs from shock, jerk, and injuries, helping in the movement of body parts. Bones. Bones are the units of skeletal system. They provide rigidity, shape, and hardness to the body. They are the source of strength of the human bones. There are 270 bones in a child, some of which fuse together to form long bones. By adulthood, only 206 bones remain in the body. The insides of the long bones of adults are filled with a soft, spongy, and gelatinous tissue called bone marrow. It is the site of manufacture of the blood cells. Minerals like calcium and phosphorus and vitamin D are essential for maintaining healthy bones. Regular exercise also helps in strengthening the bones. Parts of the skeleton: skull, rib cage, vertebral column, and limbs collectively form the skeletal system. Skull. The skull is made up of 22 bones and can be divided into two parts: cranium, facial. Cranium consists of 8 bones and forms the protective covering of the brain. Facial bones are 14 in number. They construct the structure of the face, including the upper and the lower jaw. The lower jaw bone is the only movable bone in the skull. It helps in eating and talking. All other bones of the skull are joined by immovable joints. Backbone. The backbone, or the vertebral column, constitutes the spine of the skeletal system. It is made by stacking of 33 disc-shaped bones. A cavity runs along the length of the vertebral column for the spinal cord to pass through. The backbone of humans has a distinct S-shaped curvature which gives support and increased flexibility to the body. Rib cage. The rib cage consists of 24 ribs present in 2 sets of 12 bones. The ribs are curved and flattened bars of bones which are connected with breastbone in the front and with backbone at the back. The breastbone is also known as sternum. It is present at the center of the chest. The function of the rib cage is to protect the internal organs like heart and lungs. It also protects some parts of liver, stomach, and kidneys. Limbs. The limbs are present in 2 pairs. Forelimbs are the arms. The upper half of the arm is made up of a single long bone called humerus. The lower half has 2 bones which are further joined with wrist and hand. The hand is made up of several small bones. Hind limbs are the legs. The upper half of the legs is made up of a single long bone called femur. It is the longest bone in the body. The lower half is made up of 2 bones which are further joined with the ankle and foot. The foot is made up of several small bones. Joints. The point of juncture of 2 bones is called a joint. Joints are indispensable for movement of the body parts. 2 bones in a joint are held together firmly by a strong band of tissues called ligaments. Bones also have a dense network of fibers called cartilage at the joint for greater flexibility. Joints are of 2 types: movable and immovable. Movable joints help in movement, while immovable joints increase the strength and stability of the body structure, like in the case of skull. Movable joints are of 4 types. Pivot joint. Pivot joint exists between the base of the skull and the first vertebra. It allows sideways and up and down movement of the head. Ball and socket joint. Ball and socket joint is present at the shoulder and the hip joint. In this type of the end of one of the bones is rounded like a ball and it fits into the socket-like end of the other bone. Of all the joints, ball and socket joint provides the maximum degree of movement. Hinge joint. Hinge joint is the joint at the elbow and the knee. It provides unidirectional movement in back and forth direction. It is also present in fingers and toes. Its working is similar to that of a door. Muscular system. Muscles are the proteinaceous tissues that are attached with the bones to form the basic body structure, complete with movement. There are over 600 muscles in the muscular system. With their ability to contract and relax, muscles are the source of power in the body. They also help the movement of joints. Bones are attached to the muscles with the help of tissues called tendons. Depending upon the types of function they perform, muscles can be of three types. Skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are attached with the bones of the skeleton. They perform voluntary functions. They help in the movement of the body parts. Smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are the muscles which form the lining of the body organ. They perform involuntary actions and are involved in carrying out the various body functions. Cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles exclusively make up the walls of the heart. They are involuntary in nature and work untiringly throughout an individual's lifetime. Circulatory system. Circulatory system is an important part of our body system. Each cell in our body needs oxygen, food, and water. It is our circulatory system which transports them throughout our body. The main parts of circulatory system are heart, blood, and blood vessels. Heart. Heart is a strong, muscular organ located between the two lungs. It is enclosed within the rib cage to protect from shocks and jerks. It is the size of a tightly closed fist and is positioned in little towards the left from the middle. Specialized muscles called cardiac muscles construct the walls of the heart. They never take rest in an individual's lifetime. The heart is divided into 4 chambers. Auricles receive the blood, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. The valves present between auricles and ventricles prevent the backflow of blood. Blood. Blood is the medium using which food, water, nutrients and other essential substances are transported to different parts of our body. It also carries oxygen to all parts of the body and collects carbon dioxide and takes it back to the lungs. Blood is made up of 2 major components. Plasma. It is a clear fluid which is slightly yellow in color. 90% of plasma is composed of water. It is the medium in which all the components of blood remain. Blood cells. They are of 3 types. Red blood cells or RBCs are involved in transportation of oxygen, food and other nutrients to all parts of the body. White blood cells or WBCs are a part of the immune system and fight against the foreign materials or microbes entering the body. Platelets help in the process of clotting of blood. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are tubular structures of varied thickness that form a defense network throughout the body. They provide the pathway for the flow of blood. Blood vessels are of 3 types: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries. They carry oxygenated blood from the heart of different parts of the body. Veins. They carry deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart of oxygenation. Capillaries. The arteries at the site of gaseous exchange divide further and form bunch of fine capillaries. They are very thin-walled, which helps in easy transfusion of oxygen and nutrients into the cells. The capillaries again converge together to form the veins. Mechanism of blood circulation. The blood in our body flows through a fixed route between heart and different parts of the body. This is known as blood circulation. The veins collect deoxygenated blood from the body and carry it to the right auricle. From there, it reaches the right ventricle. The pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation. The oxygenated blood travels back to the heart via pulmonary vein and fills in the left auricle. Next, it reaches the left ventricle. Finally, it is distributed to all parts of the body with the help of arteries. The cells take up oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, which is again carried to the right auricle by the veins, and the cycle continues. Heartbeat and pulse. Heartbeat is the rhythmic sound produced by the heart during blood circulation. It produces lub sound as it contracts and squeezes out blood in the arteries. Dub sound when it gets filled with blood again. Doctors use a stethoscope to listen to the heart. The heart beats at a rate of 72 beats per minute on an average. This is known as the pulse.